Okay, I'm making this video for BC Racing. I'm having some issues with my BC coilovers, BC BRs. This is a 2005 Subaru Outback. I purchased these BC coilovers off a forum, so I did not get them from BC Direct. And they were set up, the preload, I checked it, it all looked good. Put them in the other car. I have a 2006 Outback I put them in. Ran them for about 500, 800 miles and then pulled them out. Not for any reason. That car had some front end noises, clunks, whatnot. This car, I am chasing some serious clunks. So right now I have these conveniently set up in the tight mode to get ready for preload. So I can just barely move to that spring with one hand. Now if I put two hands on it, I can move it pretty easy, alright? But if I follow the online instructions and the video on YouTube from BC, they show a guy not being able to move it with one hand. Here's my issue. Sorry, I need to reset there. So these BCs, I have them conveniently set to where I can barely move it with one hand. Barely. Two hands, I can move it pretty good. But if you look at the online tutorials, they show a guy holding it on a bench with one hand and moving it like this, wearing a knuckle, and I'm doing the best I can with one hand, so I think it's a pretty good compensation. What my issue is, though, is this. So obviously I'm going to put 4 millimeters of preload to it, but when I do that, it's not going to go away. Here's kind of a story stick in millimeters that I've lined out. Here's where we are right now. So we're going to work our way up. I may edit some of this out, but here we go. Okay, right now we are at 4 millimeters of preload, which is what BC suggests. Here's my issue. That takes about half the effort as it does to try to spin the spring when you start the preload. That's bad, because the minute the suspension unloads in the car, you hear a clunk, a rattle back and forth. So that's the issue that I'm having. So right now, if I spin this back to where it's at, to where the preload is supposed to be set per BC, you see I'm hitting this line right here. Sorry, hitting this line right here. Now I can go up a little bit, but that's where I was pretty much at. Here's where we ended up as far as preload goes. So I put another, we're going to call it almost 8 millimeters of preload past where BC tells me it should be to keep this from rattling. So that's the issue I'm having. And that's the issue we're hoping to address. I'm not quite sure what the deal is. But if I adjust it up to where it was, the preload's pretty harsh. I mean, it's way past. Again, it's 8 millimeters past what they suggest. So, anyway, that's where we're at. and we'll see where it goes. And you can see the spring is definitely moving on the perch. It's not anything loose up in here, which BC is insisting I check. Anyway, that's where it is. Thank you for watching.